G'day, how you going? I'm Roberto from Australia. This is Jerry. Hey Jerry, you say hello? Yes. And I'm an amateur photographer from Australia. And today we're going to talk about the TTArtisan 7.5mm with an aperture of 2 to 11 fisheye. But before we get into it, here's a message from our sponsor Squarespace.
Roberto, say cheese.
Robbie! What the hell's Bob doing?
Oi, Robbie Disco.
Easy, Bobby Two Shoes.
Jeez, floss machine.
Roberto?
Okay, no, I'm not sponsored by Squarespace. I think there's enough people out there. I think there's enough Squarespace ads out there, but when I first saw that ad, I was like, what the hell? Anyway, getting back to this, I've bunged it on the old OMD EM10 Mark II. If you've been watching, you know that I'm a big fan of the EM10 Mark II, and this fisheye sits perfectly on it. Let's have a look then. First impressions, bloody hefty, solid as, and it's got a big bulbous thing at the front. Obviously it's a fisheye, but yeah, the quality is amazing. It's quite heavy actually, you know, it's solidly made, all metal, which is cool. Now I've never used a fisheye before. I've only ever known it as an amateur as what, you know, real estate people used, you know, to get the entire room in shot. But it's actually quite fun to use. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but I've always wanted a fisheye. What I did, I went and researched out there what fisheyes, and I didn't realize they're bloody expensive. The Olympus one anyway, there's only one I think, which is a pro version I think. Now I wanted a wide angle anyway, because all I've got is the pancake one, which is 12mm. Now the Olympus do have wider angle ones that aren't fisheyes, but they're expensive as well. So I saw a few videos, and this just came out, and it's a fisheye, and obviously it's 7.5mm, so I could use it for fisheye and also for rectilinear. Rectilinear, that's a weird word. By in post, you can, you know, TTArtisans, I think they're an offshoot of that other artisan, 7Artisans, Chinese manufacturer. Nice box that it comes in. And they also, with this one, they give you a little ND filter, which is pretty cool. Obviously, you can't put filters on the front here because of the, you know, the big bloody bulbous thing that pops out. There's no way of putting a filter on the top. So what they've done is you can put it on the back there. You see there? And that's like an ND filter for, you know, slowing water down and all that. You can get really close. Obviously, you know, 0.15 of a meter. I'll show you. Jerry, look how close you can get. I put the focus right down. Jerry, about there. Hey, Jerry, the nose goes right bulbous out. You should put it up to about 5.6 or f11 maybe. You know, f8. I reckon f8's probably in the sweet there, because the depth of field is so narrow. So when you get right up close, I'll show you again. Jerry, stop licking. But yeah, it get really close. I mean, I've had a few times where Jerry licks the bloody, that's how close it is, or she moves her head away. So the best thing to do is, let's go out for a photo walk. Hey Jerry, yeah, we're going to go for a photo walk and test out what we can do with it. What? Yeah, we're going, Jerry. Yeah? Where do you want to go? You want to go to the park? Huh? Look, Jerry Lassie. Jerry. Hey, you little pug. Hey. Hey, that's a little one. Huh? You're crazy. Jerry, who's that crazy? Pugsley, you're crazy. Alright, Jerry. So I'm just going to take a few shots of Jerry at the park, test out the fisheye. So far I've been mucking around in the backyard. I'm not sure if I really like fisheye lenses. I don't know, it's just I don't know what to do with it. Like, it's just everything's like, I've just got to get used to it because I'm not used to this massive and bubble shape and that. Anyway, let's test it out with Jerry. Jerry, wait. You ready? Go get him. This way. Jerry, this way. Good girl. Jerry, you come over here. Where are you going? Oh, Jerry. Yeah, so I'm struggling to find ideas. Other than Jerry's big nose in front of the lens. I watched a few videos on fish eyes and they reckon get down low to get that perspective, to get that warped perspectives. You get the warpiness, so maybe try there. But like I said, I'm struggling here to find any good compositions. Probably because my mind has been warped by the the fish lens, the fishies. Hey Jerry, my mind has been warped by the fisheye lens and I'm going a bit kooky. There's a YouTube memorial walk for anyone who's got more than 100 subscribers. It's like the Hollywood Boulevard but for YouTube. So they had a ceremony here a couple of weeks ago, and me and Jerry got our own Hollywood Boulevard pavement. Here's the original one that I got. The council, they just said if you want to put your family name of all the immigrants who came to Australia. But there's another one where me and Jerry have put our names down. Can't bloody find it. Maybe it's up here. So here's a world globe here, and it's to do with all the multiculturalism in the western suburbs. I think this cost a fortune, I think. Anyway, I paid for this, so I might as well take a photo of it. Hey Jerry, what about this tree here? See, I know warping, looking up is always good, and looking down. Let's try this, looking up. I know it's good for buildings, but maybe it's also good for trees. Okay, so I've come to Parramatta. Maybe these tall buildings might be a little bit better. Over here, the sun setting over there looks good, so that looks awesome. I might take a photo here, perspective. I was watching a lot of that Craig Roberts videos, and he's pretty good with, he had one video with his Lowy. I think it's a Lowy. It's not a fisheye, but he takes all the buildings, photos and shit like that. This one here, I've been here before, this one here. If you have a look, it's pretty cool. You can see like the two buildings surrounding with the lightway there. So that's awesome. And I might take a shot here. I've come out at night. He also said with these you know, manual lenses, what you can do, you can set the focus to infinity and just move it a little bit off infinity and leave it around f5.6, and you don't have to do manual focus for the rest of the day. So anyway, let's see if I can take a shot here, and we'll see how it goes. I've set it at f2, which is the highest it can go because it's pretty dark. My shutter speeds were getting really long in the tooth there, so I thought better increase my shutter speed. So that's the beauty of this. f2 at night you can really, and it was so far away, it didn't really matter. Depth of field was always going to be really long anyway. These colours here look alright. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to try with the big wide angle, and they're changing colour all the time. So for that church I can get everything plus the tree. That's the beauty of the wide angle and the fisheye. So let's take a photo here and see what happens. I might wait here and catch people as they walk past. The classic street photography trickaroo. Welcome to my new studio. Gerald Dundun, eat your heart out. Once I came to the city with the buildings, you can really get creative with it. That's what I found. Out and about in the park and for landscape, I'm just not used to that whole distorted look. I mean, it's super wide, I appreciate that. The reason why I bought it, 200 bucks, I mean, how good's that? 200 bucks to get into fisheye, and rather than spending $1,300 and not liking it, which is, I'm in the process of liking it now, deciding now whether, you know, maybe I do want to upgrade to something new. Or I might even just get one that's not fisheye, that's just really super wide. I found that I wanted to crop, I wanted to zoom in a lot. I'm just so used to zooming into shit. With this massive 7mm, you know, point of view, it's just weird, you know. You can't see anything. It's like everything's off in the distance. Yeah. But anyway, that's just me rambling on. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.